For the legal disclaimer, always get authorization before you touch anything that is not yours. Only work on systems or networks you own or have explicit written authorization to test. Accessing, probing, or interfering with somebody else's system or network without permission is illegal and may constitute criminal hacking. Do not break the law. Good morning. In this video, we're going to talk about Wi-Fi. So right now I do have a little wireless card connected through USB in the VirtualBox. Here's the actual card name. It's kind of pretty long, so I've copied and pasted it already. Now the next thing I want to do, let's do clear, is sudo airmon start, and then this little card. And if the card is supported, it will start it into monitor mode so you can actually do sniffing. And then this is the actual card. So now what I'm going to do is use a tool called Airodump. This allows me to see or use this card and do sniffing on it. I did do the TAC WPS to see if there's WPS enabled on this access point, and there should be, and filtering it out only for this access point. So if you don't want to filter, just remove that. Same thing with uptime, you don't really need that. If we had a GPS puck, it would show GPS information, but right now we do not. So as soon as I hit enter, I should be able to see, there we go, Cyber Secrets. It's been up for about 5 days, and it does have WPS. So that means that this is an attackable wireless. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Even though I'm filtering it out by the ESSID, so only showing this as the access point, these are other devices in the area. They may be connected to a access point or not, but these probes mean that these devices were connected to one of those access points in the past. So this is one of the reasons why attacks like Evil Twin attack is so prevalent. Because you can pretend to be, let's say, Huckleberry, and then there's a good possibility the device might automatically connect to you once you're in range, especially if it's not already connected to another system. Yeah, at this point, we already know that it does have WPS. Let's go and do Control-C. I'll show one more tool to try to identify WPS. So actually, we'll take a look to see what the options are with WASH. So now with WASH, you run it as sudo TAC-I, and then the access card, the wireless card. Okay, now it's showing all of these have WPS set. So we're ignoring all the other cards or all the other access points out there. So this one seems to be locked, but other than that, the rest of them are going to be WPS pins. And that's the one we're going to target with Wifite. So just remember that WPS is basically the backdoor to a wireless network. Now, Wifite is a tool that automates some of the attack processes for you. And I guess they want you to spell it all out. There we go. Now, there's a lot of things that you can manually go through and set. But biggest thing right here is I am going to be not using interface because I only have one wireless card. If you had multiple, then you need to set the interface or choose it on the main screen. So some other things I wanted to look at would be possibly ESSID. So you have tax on WEP, WPA, WPS, PCAM, and there are several tools in the background that it will be running. So what I'm going to do is sudo Wifite. I don't need the It should automatically see it. And then let's maximize this a little bit so we see a little bit more. Just make sure if there's any other settings I would like to set. Okay, it should be good enough for now. So go ahead and starting it. It is now scanning the area for any access point that is encrypted, and then it also marks if it has WPS or not. So again, running it real quick. As soon as I see mine, did a quick, it's a little bit smaller so the screen doesn't keep going. So mine's number 2. So I'm just going to hit 2, hit enter, and now it starts the good old attack. Now, made it a little bit bigger so we can see it. This is probably going to take about 5-10 minutes. The password I have on this access point is relatively easy to crack because it's in a dictionary. Once it gets there, it'll unlock. Dictionary is a default dictionary that comes with Wifite. Just happens to be in there. But as we can see up here, it does try Reaver attack. Attempts to do WPS brute. That failed. Reaver, push little, does pixie dust. And then it went through these WPS because I didn't force it to go further or harder. It is then going to start after the PM kid. It's going to do the dictionary attack. So instead of sitting here for a while more, I'm just going to go into pause and let's do a time warp. Now it looks like it is done. It took about 7 or 8 minutes. As we can see right here, we do have the access point name, the MAC address, it was using WPA, and the password. So, in a nutshell, some wireless tools with Linux.